Hello and welcome back to Valley Form for our 22nd November Ladbrokes Friday Night Lights meeting. The sunshine is beating down here at the Valley, and that is set to continue tomorrow with a very hot day forecast. Usually that means pleasant conditions at night. Jared Timms from Ladbrokes now joins me, and Jared, it's rail out 7 metres. A tricky meeting. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it was a tricky meeting on paper, wasn't it, Benny? And I didn't go as well as I would have liked to last week, but the good thing is that we do have 8 races to get stuck into again here, and hopefully we can find a few more winners.
There's always another race, and that is race 5, leg 1 of the quaddie, the Western General Bodyworks Handicap. Take it away.
Well, Royal Hard Hat was just run down by Duvac, who, of course, we were with here at the Valley at the start of the month. And I think that this bloke can go one better this week. Now, his runs have been spaced this time in, but he has continued to improve noticeably with each of them. And I thought he was really tough through the line last time out as well. He looks pretty well suited at the trip and the grade. Again, I think Zach Spain is going to cross them and give him every chance from up on the speed again. Looks a very, very open race though, Benny. So in the quaddie, we're also going to include number 3 Chimed, number 4 Alamonte, number 10 Exo Pippi, and the first emergency, of course, as well, number 11 Placentia Bay.
Race 6, funnily enough, is Heat 6 of the Ladbrokes 55-second challenge. I thought this was very difficult, but in the end I kept coming back to the old boy, and that is number 2, Old Time Rock. Last start at the Valley was the very definition of a car crash. He lifted his head when the gates opened, which meant he was then dictated to from barrier 1. And look away if you backed him or if you had him in the quaddie at 30-1, because he had absolutely no luck in the straight. Clearly, Bo Merton still had plenty of horse underneath him, but he went to the line untested in the fastest heat of the 955 series so far. He draws barrier 1 again here, but he's back in grade, and there isn't as much speed drawn directly to his outside. So if Celine Gaudray, claiming 1.5, can just get him to the front, hold the fence from 1, then I think he's incredibly hard to run down. In the quaddie, I'll also throw in number 4 Octrain, number 7 Chrisanova, number 9 Gracie's Reign, number 11 Keen Enough, and number 13 is the favourite, Grand Larceny.
Race 7 is the Taguchi.com.au handicap contested over the 1200 metres, and I'm pretty keen on Spioni here. Now, he's only made the one appearance at the races, of course, but it was right here at the Valley, and boy, I really liked the way that he let down to win that day. This is obviously a harder race, but I think he's got plenty of upside, and something like this also looks the next logical step for him, in my opinion, as well. I think there's only a couple of dangers, so in the quaddie, we're also going to take number 1 Ranveer and number 10 Hear the Crowd.
Race 8 is the Casper's Pies and Pastries handicap over 1600 metres, and this looks a great race for number 6 Hill Rip for Leon and Troy Corstens and Will Larkin. Admittedly, his wins have been few and far between in recent memory, but last start he raced in much better company on Oaks Day at Flemington, and he was only beaten 2 lengths by the likes of Kettle Hill, Verdad and Shayar, all of whom would win this race as they please. He's drawn out a little, but there's a fair degree of pace in this, with the favourite Delicious Tycoon coming across from barrier 14. I think he will give him a bit of cover and afford Billy Egan the perfect cart into the race. He's already a big winner at the Valley, as you can see in this replay, and based on the consistency of his ratings profile, I would mark him shorter than the $4.20 fixed odds currently shopped with Ladbrokes. In the quaddie, I'll also throw in number 7 Kailash at a bit of odds for Nick Ryan. Number 9 is the favourite Delicious Tycoon, and number 12 Ray Teehee. Well, Jared, that is 5 to 8. Give us something in 1 to 4.
We're going to go to race number 3 this week. Benny, I'm pretty keen on Empress of Wonder in what's going to be her first start for the Anthony and Sam Friedman yard. Just a model of consistency during her time for Annabelle Nation, and she ended her last prep with a really nice win in Maiden Company. She's had a really nice jump out in the lead up to this return, and I think it's an ideal launch pad for her. Currently trading around $4 at Ladbrokes. I think she's a terrific bet. Race 3, number 5, Empress of Wonder.
Well, let's give it the strength, punters. Make sure you get right around it. Celebrate at the Valley continues next week for Ladbrokes Friday Night Lights.